The Lord is the super soul that's present in everybody.
Mhm.
So when my action is geared towards the welfare of the other person, for the pleasure of the Lord,
Mhm.
then he is enjoying it. That pleases him.
Mhm.
Yeah. When
Mhm.
he is pleased
Mhm.
with my action that is geared towards the welfare of other living entities, then I will be pleased. I will be happy also.
Mhm. So what about the action that we do as a grasta, going for a job and things like that, basic necessities that are needed, and we are doing, let's assume
Right.
a job, right?
Right.
Maybe we are doing our job sincerely and things like that. So how does that equate to
Yeah.
the Lord
Yes,
is
Prabhu.
loyal to
Yeah.
that as well?
This can be actually looked at with any interaction. It can be a job, any interaction with any person on any occasion. If it is a pleasing and uplifting interaction to the other person in a non-agitating way.
So when we're using the word enjoyer, it's more, I mean, not more, but
Pleasing.
it's a,
Pleasing to the Lord.
yeah, yeah.
Pleasing.
Okay. Okay. What is pleasing to the Lord, or what
Yes.
is the Lord?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The action that we do that is pleasing to the Lord, that
Right.
happy,
Right.
and so
Right.
happiness gives enjoyment, or
Yeah. When I'm more selfless and when I am gearing myself towards the best interest of others, and when it is uplifting to others and benefiting to others, then it is more pleasing to the Lord.
Mhm. Sorry, can I take the example of the job again one time again?
Yeah.
So when we're doing a basic job, right, that is needed
Mm.
for our household. So in that scenario, I'm not sure if we are trying to uplift anybody. Of course, our job or interaction with others should be pleasing, or we may be, working hard and sincerely doing a job. So I assume that also means that even though we may be not pleasing directly, but I'm just trying to think through what you're saying and
Yeah.
apply to that situation and what it means.
Yeah. It's like this, Prabhu. For any interactions, from a practical perspective, as long as we can maintain sattva in any circumstance,
Mhm.
with the kindness, with the tolerance, with the patience, those are all the things of sattva, right? In any circumstance,
Mhm.
if we are able to maintain that in any interaction with others, from a practical sense, that's what pleasing is.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
From a but from a practical sense, that's what pleasing is, Prabhu, because bhakti inside is sattva outside.
Mhm.
The strength to be on the platform of sattva at all times comes from bhakti inside.
Mhm.
And how do I know that I am very much situated in bhakti inside? As much as I'm in sattva outside, that's an indicator of how much I have bhakti inside.
Mhm. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you, ma'am.
yeah, yeah. So practical sense is how much am I in sattva at all times with people around. That is um, pleasing the Lord.
Mhm.
Practical sense. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
So sorry, so when somebody does a yagya, for example,
Mm.
so where does that categorize? Like, I'm trying to look at
Yeah,
the words again. It pleases the Lord for
right.
all sacrifice, or is the enjoyer of that.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe the yagya is being done to for self pleasure, if I would call it, or
Yeah, actually, here yajna means sacrifice, means something that is performed for the pleasure of others.
Hmm. Okay.
That's what it means. It's not necessarily Om Swaha Yajna,
Um,
but the Meaning is that sacrifice. Yajna means sacrifice, means I am doing for your pleasure, for not my pleasure. That is what yajna, that thought. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
It's more like a selfless thought. Yajna is, it's for your pleasure, not for me, like that.
Sure. Thank you, Mataji. Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank
Hare
you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. My
Hare Krishna.
pranams to you.
Pranams to you.
Mataji, thank you very much for wonderful session. I also have a question, like kind of in the same line as Nitai Gunamani Prabhu.
Yes, please.
Okay to ask now?
Oh, yes, please.
So, Mataji, like you said, when we are doing actions in Sattva Guna, right? So, it's the mode of goodness is driving it.
Yeah.
But when we are adding that it's pleasing to Krishna, that is when it becomes bhakti and it goes beyond the modes. Is that right, Mataji?
Yeah, yes, when the purpose is, yes, to please Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
Okay. And Mataji, and also like when you and Prabhu were discussing, so you said like, when our actions are uplifting to others, but say like when Mahabharat happened, right? It was not necessarily all good things happening. War was happening, people were killed. So I mean, so in like to understand, like not probably every time, say like one of the times I shared with you, right? Like when family was going out and I was not.
Right.
I'm sure my action was not pleasing to them.
Right.
But
Right.
so in those, so like so yes, how do we differentiate there, like that at this point of time what my duty is, and that will be pleasing to Krishna,
Right.
because not necessarily every time my actions will be pleasing to the others.
Yes, at that point of time, it uplifting to others is a general principle, but as you are already mentioning it, when it gets in this situation, the final thing is, what is it my duty now? So when we have to discipline children, it's not very uplifting to children when we yell at them or when we discipline them, but that's needed then. So what is it that is my duty now that can help me to be with Krishna or to represent Krishna in performing my duty? Then that is pleasing to Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
Sounds okay, Mataji.
Sounds okay, Mataji.
And sometimes it will not be very clear.
Yes.
It will not be clear. But again, as long as there is the best way of doing certain things, but as long as we do it with sensitivity. Do it with sensitivity, like as you said the other day, doing it, but also let the other person not being, being sensitive to others in the sense we are firm in our conviction and clear in our thoughts, but at the same time gentle in communication. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. I'm just thinking, like, when we hear the class and we think about the practical application and day-to-day scenarios, and like how vigilant we need to be.
Yes.
Every moment.
Vigilant and gentle.
Yes.
Firm inside, vigilant and gentle. Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
And
yes, sorry, Mataji. You please say.
It's a journey, especially in the very beginning, until the path is paved clear. As we are making our path, more vigilance is needed. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji, vigilance, like when I said, I like vigilance, yes, about my consciousness, like,
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Of course, yes. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
You said it right. Vigilance needed. Vigilance and gentle in dealings. Yes, Mataji.
Thank you,
but
Mataji.
That's the path, though. That's the part of the journey. And we never know. Just with that, clarity and conviction from within that we have within, with vigilance and gentleness outside, just with the way we make our journey, it can change people around us. They may not really tell us much, and we may be thinking if they would misunderstand us or if they would be happy or not, but we never know. As long as our purpose and intention is good and we are gentle in the dealings, sooner or later, it is going to be beneficial to everybody around. Yeah. Does it help, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. We are in the same boat. Yes, please. It will get better initially. Yes, but it will definitely get better. It's an auspicious way. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam.
Acharya Sevak Prabhu. Yes, pranams to you, Prabhu. All kiddos, we saw your hands raising. We'll get to you soon, better. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Acharya Sevak.
Mataji, really excellent class. Thank you so much for that. I
Yeah.
want some again question, Mataji. Like no mental cooking. I think I understand, but can you say a little more and
Yeah.
with example, Mataji?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah. With example, no mental cooking. Okay. You have a service, Prabhu. Yeah. And you have a service and somebody's supposed to come and help you and they could not help. And you were thinking, I helped that devotee last time. Why that devotee did not come now? And I wanted to do this seva like this, and why is that devotee doing it like that? And all those, Prabhu.
Yes, yes.
Anything and everything which is not needed for the service to just go on the altar and do the aarti.
Yes, I understand. Thank you.
Anything and everything. It's okay. Why did the devotee talk like this? Why did the devotee not come? And he's supposed to be like that. She's supposed to be like, yeah. You see the cooking?
Yes, that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. One sentence may anything about any person that goes in the upper chamber is cooking. Unnecessary.
Yes.
Whatever may be the reason, okay, that's fine. Let me just do this. This is sacrifices to Lord Vishnu. That's what in Bhagavad Gita. Lord, I'm trying to please you. Yes. Avram.
Yes, Mother. Thank you so much.
Example, mental cooking.
Yeah, exactly. I got it.
I would say, people cooking. People cooking. Oh, leave them alone, please. I don't have to cook the people here.
Yeah.
I think this is better, Prabhu. No people cooking, please. Leave them alone. And the mind can give wonderful reasons of why I need to cook this topic. No, please. No people cooking. Leave them alone and you be peaceful. That's all.
Mother, sometimes I think like we don't really need all the scriptures. This Bhagavad Gita is like enough for like it has everything. So it's
Prabhu.
like confusing. If you read all the different scriptures, then like yeah, I understand. But yeah, this has everything. This one just 18 chapter. Go thoroughly. Then you got it everything. So yeah.
You're saying dal and rice is dal and sabji is enough, Mataji. Why other varieties?
Yeah, no paneer
Pizza,
needed.
no pizza, no pasta, no biryani. But
This
thank
has
you.
all the essence. Yes, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare
Oh,
Krishna.
this is, no people cooking, please. Yes. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Vedareno and Akshaj and Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Haribol, beta.
Thank you for the amazing class, Mataji.
Thank you for your patience and your time, Nana, all of you kiddos. Yeah, go ahead, beta.
I really like the point where you said that service and karma yoga, the purpose of service is for our self-purification, and how to do service in a peaceful mindset. We have to first cultivate a union with Krishna, then our soul will be steady, and we will give up our fruitive activities, and then we will obtain peace. And I also like the point, Mataji, where you said that how to be happy while performing service, and how the soul how the soul is not in control, but it's the modes that are controlling them.
Very nice. Very nice, beta. Thank you. In your age, you're talking about soul, you're talking about modes. Thank you, beta. Thank you. Good to hear from you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Terrible, beta.
Thank you for your amazing class. I really liked this point that you said that when the soul gets a desire, the modes get activated. And for example, when the soul wants to do devotional service to Krishna, then Sattva-guna activates and it pleases Krishna by doing devotional service. And in another example, the soul desires that it wants to get angry, and then the Rajas guna activates and does not please Krishna and becomes angry. And Mataji, I have a question for that. How can we make the soul always have good desires instead of making the soul like getting bad desires?
How can we always have good desires? That's a very difficult question for me, beta. How do you think we can always have good desires, beta? Renu?
Practice bhakti, chant the holy name.
Yes, yeah, that answer will not go wrong. Be with the people who always have good desires and doing good things, right? When we see them doing good things and talking about good things, and when we hear them having good desires, then naturally we will also feel like, oh, look at that person. He has such good desires. I wish I have those desires also. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Haribol, beta. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
And when we pray to Krishna, then the bhakti energy gets activated. Internal energy gets activated. Wonderful, beta. Thank you, Renu.
Thank you, Mataji.
Akshat and Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Haribol,
Thank you
beta.
for the great class. There's this one point I really like is when we are doing bad things. Krishna is not controlling us like puppets. It's the yoga that's like controlling us as puppets. And so Krishna, he just wants us to come back. Like if we take one step toward him, he takes 1,000 steps toward us. And so like it's just us doing wrong. Krishna's not doing anything. He loves us so much. He just wants us to come back to him. And I really like that. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
He's really, really loving.
Yes.
So loving that he does not control us. He makes us like free will. We get to choose what we want to do.
Right. Yeah. And it's the modes that control us, right?
Yeah. And so the modes, instead of Krishna controlling us, Krishna gives us free will, but then after that, the modes control us.
Yes, beta. Yeah. He really wants us to come. Then, yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful, beta. Thank you, Akshaj. Thank you. Yes. Krishna. Go ahead, beta.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Haribol, beta.
Thank you for this amazing class.
Thank
I
you.
would feel this is the best class we've had so far for Gita Pravaha.
Why, Krishna?
You're just saying such nice points and very relatable as well. And I was just thinking about the favorite part of this class, and then it's difficult to say. All of it is so good. You were saying about the spiral staircase, how we can go. At one point, we feel like we got to the same point again, but then we've actually gotten higher.
Right.
And then you were saying about the symptoms of a Niskama Karma Yogi, and how not all Prabhupada has all of that.
Yeah.
And then you were saying about how the Niskama Karma Yogi is not interested in the material activities. How we're not the doer. Actually, the modes are the doer. We're the soul just behind the modes, and actually it's just the modes doing everything. We're not the doer, even if we think we are. And how Krishna just not involved. That Akshat already said. But I want to just restate that statement because it's really good. How Krishna just not involved in anyone's in the fruits of anyone's actions. Many times we just blame God for this, whatever happens, but it's not like that. It's just the reaction of our own karma. So I just really enjoyed this class.
Okay, that's good. Did you like your dad's question and the answer?
Yes, I like that a lot.
Thank you, Beta. Thank you, Krish. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned everything. Why you thought you heard good points. So hearing that from you is nice. Thank you, Beta. Your kids are amazing, amazing. Thank you. Thank you. And Nandini Arun, is it right?
No, that is me actually in Gopal.
Oh, Vrindarani Mataji, you have many names, Mataji. Gopa, Gopa Nandini, that's her full name, huh? Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
It was really beautiful. Something that I was reminded of a story that I wanted to share. That's something I asked her. It's the pastime between Uddhava going to Vrindavan, and he sees Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, and they're really sad. I'm not able to remember the first part, but I'll try to be as accurate as I can. Correct me if I'm wrong somewhere. So Uddhava is, sort of telling Nanda Maharaj, why are you so sad? And he's explaining Krishna's Bhagwan, he is super soul, something like that. I think that part I'm not getting. But at that time, what I really liked was, at Nanda Maharaj, who is so loving so their mood, of the devotees of Vrindavan, and they're so under the control of Krishna's internal energy, right? Like we are under that external energy, what controls us. So Krishna's internal energy is what covers, the devotees in Vrindavan. Thinking, oh, this Uddhava, he's a nice boy, and I don't know, these people, they're simple, but they don't understand. They tell all this, and Krishna, he's so loving, he's so simple. All these people in Dwaraka, they just tell him he is super soul, he is Bhagavan, he doesn't have mother and father, and he thinks that that is true because he's a very simple boy and he just thinks that is what it is, but he has such loving parents, he has such loving devote, I mean friends in Vrindavan, and I will write a letter to Krishna, I will tell him, he's very loving, as soon as he sees my letter he will come back, and that's the energy that they have. So when I heard that, every time I think of that story, I'm like, oh, if I have to be under any covering, let me be under that internal and not under Krishna's external mind. Too bewildering, too bewildering. It is just, oh my God, but the internal energy is so beautiful, just so beautiful. So that's what I was thinking when you were sharing. Thank you.
Yes, Mataji. Yes. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Internal energy. Little cute boy, Krishna. Little cute boy, Krishna. Not the Vishwarupam Krishna. Little cute boy, Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Thinking,
Yes.
oh, I don't know. He's just getting carried away by all these people. He's just a sweet boy. He's our little sweet son.
It gets easily carried away by people, Mataji. True. That little boy, little boy Krishna. Yeah, Vrindavan, the world of internal energy. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Mataji. And
Hare
anybody
Krishna
else?
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam Sri Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the nectarian Katha Mataji.
Thank you.
We started with the question Karma Sannyasi or Karma Yogi. I felt like in every Gruhastha, like either they say it or they hear from the spouse about this question, like, I will go take sannyas. I don't want all this.
Yeah, yeah.
So very oftenly heard either say by us or by our spouses.
Right.
But Krishna has answered today.
Yeah.
Clearly. So what is good for us as a Gruhastha, what we should be doing. And also you beautifully said one point, we all can be sannyasas internally even before Vanaprastha or without sannyasa ashramam. I really like that point, Mataji. So it may be very distant for me as of today, but I would like to meditate upon that and see with the blessings of Gurujana and Krishna. That point was definitely the take-out point for me from today's Katha. And yeah, as other devotees already mentioned, also I like the follow-up questions of Nitai Gunmani Prabhu and Divyambar Dharmataji, that firm inside, vigilant outside, and gentle in dealings. So that gentle in dealings is, I felt, very important, which could easily agitate others. And that happens practically most of the times in a day. So I just want to take that also my take-home point from today's Katha. Also, my another topic of discussion from today is like, what does it really mean pleasing Krishna? So when our actions and words and our intent is always trying to uplift others and really know people cooking or mental cooking. So that really helps, Mataji. This points my take-home points from today's Katha. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sattva is a very beautiful indicator of bhakti. A beautiful, unfailing indicator of bhakti. Sattva is like that. All right, dear devotees. I'm appreciating all of your association so much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva